It's an old standby for travelers in Waikiki, but as we found out, it has a new and very modern Jetsetter-like facelift. We take you to the new Hilton Hawaiian Village.
Then we whisk your taste buds to the Caribbean for a daiquiri that only Papa Hemingway could whip up.
Then one of us goes to Vegas to get some touch-ups. But nip-tucks aren't what they used to be.
And then we head to the Carolinas, where playing golf is no folly at Lockwood Folly.
Strap yourselves in. Undercover Jetsetter is about to launch.
Cheers, everyone. You know, one of the great things about our show that we love is that we can do follow-up places on our favorite places that we love.
So right now we're going to take you away from the cold here. We're going to take you to Hawaii, to a tradition that is actually new again.
Ready to hang with us in Waikiki?
Well, we are taking you to the beautiful Hilton Hawaiian Village Resort.
There are several towers to stay in here, including Ali'i, Tapa, and Rainbow, plus the Hilton timeshare option, and you are right on the beach. Who doesn't love that?
As well as the beach, there is a marina next door with other water activities available.
Plus, they have several fun and relaxing pools and spas for you to enjoy.
Along with some great pool bars nearby where you can grab a Mai Tai or two.
We grabbed this drink of the day at How Tree Cantina. It's called Tropical Storm.
It's Sailor Jerry spiced rum and ginger beer. Very refreshing.
Another great place is Tropics Bar and Grill. Along with yummy cocktails, they have great views and some delicious food, like this cheeseburger and fries.
The burger was perfectly cooked with melted cheese, and we added some mushrooms too.
And you can't beat the sunsets. They are a stunning natural attraction to luxuriate in.
Now, there are two very convenient benefits about the Hilton Hawaiian Village.
The first is that there is so much within the complex that if you just want to hang out there for your entire vacay, you can.
And the second is that if you want to journey into the rest of Waikiki, it's convenient. Located within walking distance to many great spots, you can also grab an Uber or Lyft.
So everything we're going to cover in this segment is within easy walking distance, with one exception.
Now, within the resort is a whole shopping village, from artsy and inexpensive to high-end, as well as some great restaurants.
We hit Fresco, an Italian restaurant with lots of charm, great food, and a great wine list.
We kicked things off with this fresh tomato salad tossed in a light vinaigrette with avocado, mozzarella, and microgreens.
Next, we got the spaghetti alla carbonara. It was island style with island fresh eggs, pancetta, and sweet crab meat, a wonderful combination of flavors.
We also got this penne alla bolognese with a hearty, delicious beef, pork, and veal ragu in a light tomato sauce.
And we paired everything with this beautiful Cursetto Chianti from Tuscany. It was well structured and it went great with every dish we had.
For dessert, we went with the banana fritters, a lip-smacking dish with lightly fried bananas over vanilla gelato and creme anglaise topped with caramel sauce.
Also on property at the Hilton Hawaiian Village is Rocky Japanese Steak Teppan Restaurant. Now this is a fun place, especially if you have a group of people.
Now the brand was created by a legend, Rocky Aoki, and there's a reason why it's so good. They know how to do what they do, and they do it perfectly.
Not only do the skilled chefs entertain you with their showmanship, but every meal comes with their signature soup and salad.
And you also get the grilled veggies like onions, zucchini, and mushrooms.
Plus, everyone also gets this wonderful garlic fried rice and an entertaining show with a little love to go along with it.
Main courses include jumbo prawns, chicken, New York strip, and filet mignon, all cooked to order.
We got this Russian River Valley Pinot Noir by McMurray. It paired really well with all of the signature flavors and foods.
So keep Rocky Japanese Steak Teppan Restaurant in mind for an evening, especially when you bring the gang.
Now, if you want to grab a quick bite for breakfast or lunch, then CJ's is your place.
And they serve a full array of cocktails too. Hey, you're on vacation, right?
It's a New York-style deli and restaurant that dishes up breakfast all day. So if you're on island time, no worries.
which is exactly what we did. We devoured this thick-cut bacon and avocado Benedict. It came with perfectly done hash browns. The whole dish was absolutely delicious.
And they also serve up a selection of island favorites, like this garlic shrimp plate lunch with white sticky rice. The large prawns are smothered in a secret garlic wine sauce, which is fabulous.
For even more shopping and restaurants, the International Marketplace is just a short walk away.
There's no shortage of high-end shops here, and the old banyan tree still remains as a beautiful reminder of the past.
Now, the International Marketplace was completely redone and reopened in August of 2016, but icons like the banyan tree and this tribute to Don Ho still remain.
That's right, and along with all the shops and restaurants, it is still a peaceful place to hang out in.
And, of course, we couldn't leave Waikiki without visiting one of our favorite foodie stops, the Side Street Inn.
That is for sure. Side Street Inn is a foodie heaven and also a hangout for local chefs after their shift is over.
Famous visitors include Roy Yamaguchi of Roy's Restaurants and Tony Bourdain.
Now, this is the exception we talked about that is not within a short walking distance from the Hilton, but it is a quick Uber ride and so worth it.
Now, if you haven't been there, you must go. And if you have, well, you know you have to go back again.
This visit, we got the Kalbi charbroiled Korean-style short ribs. They come perfectly grilled and sizzling hot, served up with a side of kimchi. Talk about melt in your mouth.
Wow. And of course, we got our standby kimchi fried rice. It's loaded with goodies like Portuguese sausage, char siu, green onions, peas and carrots, plus kimchi. And as always, it was dynamic, layered, and delicious.
No visit to Side Street is complete without that kimchi fried rice. It is the bomb. And we also had another favorite, a glass of Rombauer. Because why? Side Street has Rombauer by the glass.
We are nothing if not predictable. Check out Side Street Inn on our shows on YouTube.
And they have two locations, the original Kapahulu one as well as the Ala Moana one. Aloha from Waikiki.
So it's actually really cool how they're getting into the digital age there. I can remember going to the Hilton Hawaiian Village back in the mid-1980s. And even though it was great, it was a tourist trap. But, it definitely had a lot of old feel to it. So I think seeing this is actually pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. And, you're absolutely right. I mean, then and now, it was the similar things are the fact that it's very spread out. It's a huge property. It's even huger now than it was in the 80s because they've built other towers. They've created a lagoon. They've got many more shops and restaurants. It's great if you're visiting Hawaii for the first time. You don't have to rent a car. You can really stay on property. There's a lot of stuff to do, and it's within walking distance of a lot of things in Waikiki. So that's what's great, and it's also great for groups, we discovered, because of it being so spread out. It works really well.
So, great introduction to Hawaii and Waikiki if you haven't tried it. Okay, when we come back, we're going to go into the kitchen. We're going to do a recipe with a cocktail that has a bit of a Hemingway twist.
The Hemingway Daiquiri is next.
And welcome back. It's a famous story, Hemingway, when he had his first daiquiri at the La Floridita, which is in Havana back in 1950. He says, this is good, but he says, I like my daiquiris to have twice as much rum and no sugar.
Well, and I kind of have to agree with him. Papa was no sweetheart when it came to his drinks, and you'll see that in the Hemingway Daiquiri. So welcome back to the kitchen, and this time we have something special. Now, it is a Hemingway Daiquiri with a Jetsetter twist, but the difference is, and hopefully Papa gives us his blessing with this, and Papa being Hemingway, if you're a Hemingway fan, you understand. I think we have channeled Jetsetter from him into becoming Jetsetters, so, Oh my God, that's still delicious. I love it. Okay, I love it, even though we changed a couple of things.
works and why Papa would be okay with it is because he changed the recipe a lot for himself. So in the 40s and 50s, when he was in Havana at the El Floridita, this is what he had all the time, and he changed it a lot. Now, one of the things that was in the original recipe that we don't have in there is sugar. It was a big teaspoon of sugar. So we don't put that in there. That's the difference in it there. So, but what we could do is we could do a Papa Doble. What's a Papa Doble? You know what that is?
No, I don't.
You double the booze. We didn't this time.
It's like a Paso Doble.
Absolutely.
But a Papa Doble. Cheers to that. I love it. Of course, that's Hemingway style.
Hemingway would have originally called for a white rum. We did a gold rum. And the reason why we did it was because we didn't have a white rum, so we did a gold rum. And that's what Papa would have done.
Yes, exactly.
Of course, the maraschino is a classic. You have to do it. You have to have it, and you have to keep it in everything that Papa has. And then the only thing was that we didn't put the sugar in.
Right.
And to me, that makes no sense. Why would you put sugar in it?
I don't know. That's what they did in those days.
Yeah, they did.
The other thing that we changed was we used pink grapefruit juice rather than regular grapefruit juice.
Right.
And I think that's a changeable thing too. But as you said, there's two key ingredients that you always have to have, the maraschino cherry, and the other one is the lime. You always have to have the lime. So that's our other tip. If you're going to make a Hemingway Daiquiri, any kind of rum, maraschino cherry liqueur, lime, and whatever kind of grapefruit juice you have. And you can skip the sugar. I mean, it definitely doesn't need it. I think it's perfect. Just add more maraschino cherry liqueur.
And as Papa would say, and it was good.
And it is good. And the more you drink it, the more you fall in love with it too.
Fabulous.
Cheers.
And like most Hemingway drinks, they are what I would call drinker's drinks. Now, we talked about the maraschino liqueur in there, and if you make cocktails at home, you really should have this in your bar.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, it's making a comeback, we think, because it was originally from Croatia in the 1800s, so that's how old it is. But it gives the drinks this dry and nutty flavor that you can't get from anything else, so it's so unique, and we just love it.
Now, we're going to have more drinks, and we're going to use the maraschino liqueur, which, of course, is very similar to maraschino cherries that you would have in Mai Tais, right?
No, it is not like maraschino cherries at all, which are cloyingly sweet and horrible. Papa would be turning over in his grave if he heard you say that.
Yeah, but you know what? He knows I was teasing you, so he would say, and it was good. And when we come back, one of us goes to Vegas and has a little face work done.
Welcome back. Now, we are always looking for ways to make your life healthier and easier.
And you can travel to Vegas and you can go get some touch-ups to make you look a little bit younger.
Which is exactly what you did, going to one of the best, Dr. Z.
That's right, Dr. Z, who is really Dr. Edward Zimmerman. His practice is Las Vegas Laser and Lipo. How many people come to you who are not in Las Vegas?
3 people before you come up from Florida, and they're professional entertainers.
Wow.
Truly entertainers. That, not the dancing on a pole entertainer, the real kind, the world class kind. So we have a number of people because Vegas is a hub. And since a lot of the tourist industries, they can come in off their cruise boats, they'll spend a week in Vegas because they get time off, they'll do some work here, they'll go relax, they'll go back on their cruise boat for, 6 months or whatever. So we have regulars that come in from all over the world.
Now it was time to get to work on you, while I recorded your facial rejuvenation.
Well, it's only because you don't need it yet, but you will, and when you do, I will shoot you.
After some numbing cream on your face, Dr. Z assessed what he would like to enhance.
And this has gotten hollow all the way back in through here. Yeah. This used to be filled there, and so it pulled that up, so you can see the effect it has here. And then here, this used to be a little more chiseled, this used to be less hollow, this used to be more filled up here. That pulls up that. Cool. And then a little bit there. If we have any, the jawline's pretty good. Mother Nature's been sucking the calcium out of your chin, so that's why this is a little concave here. Yeah. And then if you look at rule of thirds, from the hairline to the root of the nose is a is a third. Here's the next third. That's pretty good. But here, I'm hanging out in midair. So in order to have what is considered proportions of beauty and masculinity, we would potentially give you a little bit more chin. Not way out, not Jay Leno, but but it's a good look.
Cool. That's great.
Makes sense?
Yeah, that sounds
That's
really
all
good.
there is to it.
Super.
We make it look easy.
I'll look it on camera when we do Undercover Jetsetter. So
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
important.
And he thought he could do even more.
And then at some point, if you're back or whatever, you want to do some Botox or Dysport for the lines in the forehead, the happy lines, the frown. That would be a consideration. The hair's getting a little bit thinner. We can treat that with your own platelet-rich plasma.
Ah, very nice.
Cool. We have all kinds of fun things we can do.
Okay.
And then for the redness in the central face, that would be a little bit of intense pulse light or broadband light done periodically.
Wow.
So there's lots you can do to keep this up.
So
You don't have to be a weary jet setter.
Well, all that's in the future. Now it was time for him to create a better canvas now.
The material we're going to be using today is like a liquid precursor of bone. It's called Radies, and it's calcium hydroxylapatite mixed with a methyl cellulose slurry. So it's all compatible with human. There's no allergy testing. You can see this is what it looks like. It says Radies there.
Very
That's
nice.
it.
Very
That's
nice.
what you always wanted.
It's all French to me.
So it's actually made in this country.
Really?
Yep. So actually, relax your head back.
So relax that back.
Yeah, we're going to turn this way and then over the table. We're going to come from here and make him a little less peanut heady.
So I guess there's no Planters Peanut endorsement coming my way.
Not the way he inflated your head. Oh, no, make that sculpted. Your head's already inflated. Notice how he maneuvers the needle, as he says, to give you more of a happy face.
Next, he fills those sunken hollows below my cheeks and then the swales along my jawline.
Dr. Z does only the left side of your face so we can all see the difference.
This is good. This is bad.
That's huge. That's a huge difference.
Thankfully, he did the right side too, covering the exact same areas.
All better? Now,
Looking
let's
good.
do something really amazing. Chop my head off.
Note he is going to make you the next Jay Leno. Wonder what it would be like to co-host with him. Actually, he didn't extend your chin too much.
A little facial massage to keep things loose but in place.
And a noticeable difference, but not like you'd had something done. So was that painful?
Not really. I mean, there was a little pinch here, a little pinch there. The difficult thing was to get through your head that something was invading your face, that you had to kind of get used to that. But to be honest with you, and I'm a big weenie most of the time, so really it didn't seem to bother me that much. And it's been about 6 weeks now. It's supposed to last about 5 months, and like you were showing on the camera, it actually you can see a difference on different part of the face. And I had my wife Terry actually said when I got back, she goes, "Oh, I can definitely see a difference there." So
Yeah, well, the before and after is really interesting, and I think you look even better than ever. And you were actually quite brave, I say.
well, you're just saying that because I'm your co-host here, but actually it's not that bad. You should go and take a look and see if Dr. Z can.
And when we come back, we head to the Carolinas for a course that you can play year-round. Another stop for us on the Myrtle Beach Golf Trail.
This is Lockwood Folly in Supply, North Carolina, in Brunswick County, a bit north.
This is another gorgeous course with views along the Lockwood Folly River and the Intracoastal Waterway.
The Women's Southern Golf Association just played their amateur and mid-amateur championships here.
We played it in early November, and it appears ready for winter golf.
That's right. This course is tough, but fair.
Lockwood Folly is a shot maker's course. It's just, there's quite a few different holes where you just have to put it in certain places. I mean, there's a lot of water on the golf course. A lot of trouble you could get into, but a lot of rewards for the well-placed shot.
There are many great views. However, the best might be on the closing 18th hole, par 5.
Now, this is a short par 5 that can be conquered with a birdie.
Tee shot is very, very crucial, and as well as if you hit a great second shot, you get rewarded at the end. Beautiful views at the very end.
Before you get those beautiful views, you need a good tee shot.
And our old reliable down the middle ducky hit a good one past the water on the right.
And so did you. Dougie played safe so he could hit a short iron in. Meanwhile, you went for it and put it just off the green.
Dougie's approach hit the green, and he two-putted for an easy par.
Well, you had a so-so pitch, but were able to drain the birdie putt.
Now you can enjoy the views. Take a look.
There are many banquets and weddings here, and you can understand why.
Yeah, there's a full kitchen and catering here.
The food is fabulous, both before and after a round of golf.
We gulped up this shrimp and linguine special. It was flavorful and surprisingly light.
Hamburgers are perfecto, freshly made.
And the chicken wrap was delicious with nuts and cranberry.
One of the favorites is the Reuben. This one has an Italian twist with aged pastrami.
Lockwood Folly is on the Myrtle Beach Golf Trail and part of the Brunswick Golf Trail.
Go to this site here, or you can contact your local golf director who can get you all set up.
Is that it's all about meeting new people and finding new friends.
Yeah, and you know what? That's what we hope to do with Undercover Jetsetter as well. We hope we bring you together with everyone you love and travel, food, wine, and golf. And don't forget to tweet us at UC Foodie TV, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.
And also Facebook.com as well, Undercover Jetsetter. And thanks for joining us in Hawaii.
Cheers.
No, we're not in Hawaii. Come on. You know where we are.
We're in Hawaii. You told me we're in Hawaii.
We transported you to Hawaii. You didn't even know it.